AskReddit by Arms. What is an item you spent way too much money on but have no regrets buying? My house. I pay a lot as my mortgage, but every time I come into the house the immense peace I feel is just under the roof. Same. Bought it this year and I could just sit in the house doing nothing all day thinking, wow, this is mine. Investing in more expensive clothing that doesn't fall apart in a year. I'm still wearing the same American Eagle jeans I've had since 2007. Haven't bought anything from them in years, because I can't afford to buy new clothes, so I DK if they've maintained the quality, but they were worth it back in the day. My new Tempur-Pedic king bed. By God was it expensive, but I've never slept better. Good sleep on a fitting mattress is so underrated. My divorce. Our good old number 1267. Why is divorce so expensive? Because it's worth it. Toto toilet with Toto washlet, electric bidet. I read this as Totoro and I was very confused for a moment. Invisalign. Cost. Expensive. Having straight teeth for the first time in my life in my 40s? Priceless. I wish I would have just gotten the damn veneers 10 years ago. Finally in my 40s I can smile without thinking of hiding my teeth. My recent trip to Japan. I've been wanting to go since I was at school. I'm 40 now, and after saving most of my adult life, I finally managed to go. I've never spent that much money on anything. Even though I've been dreaming about it and building it up in my head my whole life, it still far exceeded my expectations. Absolutely no regrets. If you don't mind me asking, about how much? I've been looking to go, by a rough estimate would help me save even more. Deleted. A good monitor goes a very long way to an enjoyable time in front of the computer. Similarly, my expenses, my GPU, bought towards the end of the silicone chip shortage. Just poor timing on my part. My dog. She's almost 7 and since then she's either wearing my money, chewing my money, or eating my money. Don't regret it one bit. Man, I'm devastated. We just had to put our cat down today. We were laughing and crying in the room and even the vet shed a tear. He was the best cat ever. Enjoy every minute. I bought a pair of New Balance shoes for $240. They are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn and owned. My wife is getting sick of the weird noises and constant, man, these shoes are comfortable whenever I wear them. No regrets. What kind? I can appreciate a comfy pair of shoes, flat arches. Plus I need a new pair for work. I'm on my feet nearly all day. I bought a set of pictures of my dog right before we had to put her down. That was $1,200. We did a whole family photo shoot with our 14-year-old dog. I am a professional photographer. I never charge for pet photos if the pet is soon to be put down. I also don't charge for photos of anyone over 80. These are very important photos to have captured. My dog and anything involving her. We were fortunate to get our dog eye surgery to fix his semi-blind right eye. Ever since the operation, he's been able to go up and down stairs, catch toys, and jump around without falling or being scared. One time I decided not to go to the party because after 9 PM there was a $10 cover and I wasn't gonna be able to make it before then. While walking back to my apartment I noticed an art opening. I went in and fell in love with the artist's work. I bought a $500 painting on the spot. This was a huge amount of money for me at the time, the most I had ever spent on one single thing. And avoiding the $10 cover thing was my normal MO. Not sure what came over me, but I still love the painting. No idea what the artist's name is. My best friend and I each have a painting from the same series some dude did. They're different sizes and scenes, but the same colors and general setting. I love that 20-ish years later, we still have those paintings on the walls, even though we live like 1,000 miles apart. My kid's therapist. She's the head of the practice, and came highly recommended. And she costs a goddamn arm and a leg. However, my kid is thriving. Do I wish she was less expensive? Of course. Would I dream of switching her out for someone new? Not on your life. Not an item, but a trip to Alaska this summer. I never sat down and added everything up, but I probably spent about $3,000 on a 10-day trip, solo. But it was an incredible trip, worth every dollar. Sounds amazing. And memories of trips last forever. Research shows we get more happiness and enjoyment from experiences over things. I have a hard time getting myself moving. I work a desk job from 9-5 and am just not motivated after work. I've tried a bunch of different options, but I have ADHD and none of them gave me dopamine, so I didn't want to do them. So, I bought a whole Nintendo Switch just for the Ring Fit game. It works amazingly and I feel a lot better knowing I'm getting some movement into my day. It was super expensive, but the gaming aspect keeps my brain interested. My countertop dishwasher. I have a studio apartment with no dishwasher included, and the $400 was well spent on it to not have to hand wash dishes all the time. Same with my countertop ice maker. My husband thought it was an overindulgence but uses it more than I do and no more messy trays to deal with. Deleted. Yeah, getting the Hitachi wand instead of cheaping out is the way to go. I did it, no regrets. My car. Yes, it was used and yes, maintenance is freakishly expensive, but I've cheaped out on cars my whole life and I wanted a convertible Beetle since I was a teen. I love my little red zoomy car. I bought myself a 1981 Corvette for my 40th birthday. It's a beautiful unpredictable money pit and I love it completely. Hair transplant surgery 10/10 recommend. My house. We moved back to my expensive hometown and have no regrets. 3 minutes walk to the ocean, walk through the forest for school drop-off pickup. Unbelievable outdoors community. Worth every penny. My soul is so happy. I bought a pair of leather handmade hipster boots like 11 years ago. Like $250 US. They are still fine, just scuffed. They are my go-to boots for any outside dirty work. I broke them in while hiking through the Highlands in Scotland. All the rain and wind molded the leather to my feet after that trip, lol. I also bought hiking socks there that would also be 11 years old and they have never had any damage done. I have no idea why I wear them straight through every winter. The brand is Bridgedale Trekker. UK brand. I think I paid like 20 something pounds for the pair. Amazing. Deleted. I bought a $15K car, and within the first year I spent $13K putting a new engine and transmission in it. Still drive it 16 years later, no regrets. This is a major win. How many people drive any car for 16 years? That's awesome. Glad you love it too. My matching kettle and toaster. They were just over $200 each and I don't care. I love them and I use them every day. In that vein, I will always buy the more expensive 4-slice toaster with 2 cavities, not 2 single-slice toasters mounted side by side, as then I can stick longer bread in there. By a coincidence, it also matches my kettle, though that was accidental and rather odd since they are different brands. La Marzocco line micro espresso machine. I make the best espresso drinks I've ever had in my own kitchen. Got a Lagom P64 last year and would buy it again.